Yes, truly, Professor Dr. Dolphy Gilpin, and we're in the last session here of going into the future, looking at the names of elements that is yet to come, and we have already have names just waiting for them to be realized or discovered, and we have names waiting and symbols waiting for them already. But I guess the person or entity who does that would also get the other symbol uh, name after them, like Ernest Lawrence for Laurentium, and so on. Moscovian, somebody in Moscow, I believe was related to that, and so on for some of these elements. Anyhow, I'm going over quickly some of the future of elements that is to come with this big universe and multiverse. I don't know if there are elements hiding over there in some of these uh, galaxies and forward galaxies and things like that, and planets, elements out there that has not yet been discovered. But if they are discovered, then we have a name waiting for them here by the IUPAC. Okay, so we have reached up to 120. 121 will be owned by one Eom, symbol of UBU. And let's just take a gap here. 130 would be un nil, no, untrinilium, untrinilium, and that will be UTN symbol. 140 will be un nil, unquadnilium, UQN symbol, atomic weight of 140, atomic number of 140, atomic number of 150 will be unpentnilium, UPN, atomic number 150. I notice we have to leave a gap there to be filled, but these will be so much intangible to go up so far, but the nomenclature can take you as far as possible for the arbitrary, non-existent, non-tangible elements that has not been discovered as yet, or maybe never will be discovered. But with such a large universe, I guess, and a time of infinity, even when we are gone, then time and the earth will still proceed. Even when the humans are gone, we return back to the earth from whence we came. The earth will be still around, even if there's a change in the form. It will be still around. 160 will be x nil x nilium, 160 atomic number. 70 set nil set nilium, symbol USN, atomic number 170. Oh, that's been really visionary there. But IUPAC has synthesize or bring about this systematic nomenclature way to name elements that have not yet been discovered. And we have gone up to 120, 119 look reasonable and reachable and tangible, 120, 121, and then we are jumping by 10 here. 190 will be nilium, UEN. 200 would be by nil eum, by nil eum, BNN. 300 will be tri nil eum, TNN symbol. 400 will be quad nil eum, QNN. 500 will be pent nil eum. 600 will be x nil eum, HNN symbol. 700 will be sec nil eum, set nil eum. SNN, 800 will be ak nil nil ium, ONN symbol. 900 will be N nil nil ium, N nil nil ilium, ENN. And I guess this is those arbitrary same things here, theoretically, which seem quite intangible at the moment here. The un nil 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 ium for 1000. And probably it would have a 4-letter symbol. We'll stop right there. In the naming of elements to come or not to come, IUPAC systematic way of naming these elements is already designed and waiting for the elements to be discovered, and then we'll give it, the IUPAC name is already there, and the other name would be probably from the person or place where it is discovered. We have some new planets, and we find some new element. I believe there was some new element by the Chinese there the last time. I can't remember the name, but it would form by the IUPAC. It would have already a name waiting for it by this systematic and logical sequence way of naming elements. What language is this? Un nil nil nil. I don't know if it's Latin or what, but it has some sort of a like Latin or Spanish. Un is one in Spanish. Nil, we always know nil to be 0, and 9 would be like a none, but in this case it's n. So it couldn't have been like a nonagon would be something with 9 sides. A decagon would be something with 10 sides. But 8 is arc, yeah, and 7 is sep, and 6 is x. All right, so there we have it. Elements of the periodic table, elements to come, future, already having our symbol and waiting for the discoverer to give it a second symbol and a second name. Okay, so this was to Professor Dr. Dolphy Gilpin with chemistry and the future of chemistry and the nomenclature of elements. And once again, I'm giving a little bit of appraisal here for my Professor 103 there, who started off this nomenclature. At the time I had remembered it, but it just slipped me by, and so it had returned back to my memory now of the un, and I could just choose any number now and tell you the name. If I say 120, I could say that is un by nil ium. Un by nil ium. 122 would be un by ium. Un by ium. So bye bye. That means see you later.